dogs this morning. The best part about life, right? One of them. The last time we met up, the message was prepare yourself for miracles. Crown chakra upgrade. You've embarked on an unmarked trail. Revelation. An unexpected experience. Discovery. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. This is somewhere new. This isn't doing the same thing. This is exiting the loop you're in, the loops. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you're following. You're only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character. Try the outrageous and keep your quest private. So there's a direct message now to keeping things to yourself. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. And we know the Holy Grail is the Ace of Cups, your connection to spirit. It's yours. So even if you are with your counterpart, there is a separation honored here for your connection to God and your quest. And to honor this, and this is that understanding that the love between divine feminine and masculine is timeless. There's a connection to this celestial alignment with 6 planets starting August 18th, joining up with the crescent moon and the sun entering Virgo. And we will be diving deeper into that, so stay tuned. What's being activated is your choices. You're seeing your choices, like the message we just shared here in Revelation. You're being set forth with an opportunity to see, consciously aware that the path or paths you've been taking before are not part of this quest. That the choices that you've made before, you're not being called to make. This is new. This is a new lane you're carving out. And because you're carving it out, it's not going to feel familiar. This is your connection to God. And this is also going into literally the heart of the matter. And not dreading it, because if you're tired or done with ascending and your transformation, it's honoring that this is the part that is going to make the biggest difference in how you're feeling right now to get you to the desired outcome of what you're transmuting to get to the next place that you're going to. You understand already what certain choices create. This is making different choices and not making excuses for doing it because you know why. You know why. It's to get to where you're going. But honoring where you're at as part of it. And doing your best not to feel sorry for yourself if it's hard. But if you are feeling sorry for yourself, to work through that. Not to run from it. To work through it. To love yourself. Because sometimes life is hard. But it's not running from life when it's hard. It's surrendering and accepting that it's hard right now. And that's okay. There's peace found in the surrender. That allows a deeper transmutation of what you're experiencing. Okay, where were we? Let's get some messages. There's a black moon at the end of the month. Because there's 3 moons in a month. 2 new moons. And it will be a new moon in Virgo. And this doesn't happen again until 2028. Let's figure out how we're doing this. Come help pet the dog or shuffle the cards. Biscuit and Tofu switch spots. Biscuit's over there now. Tofu came to snuggle over here. Hey, Biscuit. Hi. There's a tiny one around here too. We've been babysitting. Bear. What a treat he's been. Only took 8 years to get as close, like super close for, he wants to be my best friend now. Tiny dogs are so funny. This is twisted over. Unleash your kindest self. First quarter moon in Capricorn. This isn't the first time this card has made itself known, which is making me feel that feeling. Like the hairs on my body are coming up. Guys, I remember we keep seeming to, every time we use this deck of cards, that card's flipping out of here somehow. Talk about raising your vibes. Talk about raising your vibes. So much love. So much love, right? Dog is God backwards. A loving intelligence. Right, Tofu? Okay. I got... First quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. First quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. And this is going to have a lot to do with your feelings thanks to that alignment, because the moon, the crescent moon, is meeting up with these 6 planets. Speak your world into being. A first quarter moon in Gemini. That's what you're learning to do right now. This is the message. Speak your world into being. This is all about believing in yourself. Believing, can you create what you're creating? Or are you secretly doubting yourself? Worse, are you quietly preparing for failure? Say it ain't so. Here's the thing. You can't fool the universe. Repeated affirmations that you don't believe are a waste of time. Believe in your magic. If someone has spoken or written unkind words to you, counter them with kind words to yourself. Try it. Speak your world into being. Talk about it as though it's already happening. This is again much like Joe Dispenza's work. And knowing yourself, this is getting so strong within yourself and in your connection to the whole universe and this place here and other people that you don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about you. You know what you think about you. This goes back to this message. This is your path. This is your connection to God. This is your connection to the Holy Grail. This is your connection to the cup. This is your connection to yourself. This is your path. This is your quest. You can't do this with someone else. This is happening in solitude. Why? Because that's where you expand your consciousness. This isn't happening with a teammate. This is single player mode. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have people you're working with, but that is truly healing from codependency. It's loving yourself to the depths, to the core of everything in such a humble, beautiful way that allows you to be so strong through nitty and gritty, nasty shit. And hold the vibe and stay humble and stay lit with the charge. Stay lit with it. There is something embodied here that's truth. And that truth is just the vibration. And even if it's negative, it's running through. And it's an energy. It's truth. It's fierce. It's fire. And it is fire to thought. It is fire to word. It is, thought to action, which is forming it. This isn't pretty, but because it's transmuted with God, with innocence and connection to the Creator, it's it. It's it. Here you're being asked to feel your way through a situation that's partly sacred and partly mundane. Be compassionate and clever. That couldn't have said, I'm sure, how you're feeling better than anything. This message is resonating with you. I couldn't have said better what is going on right now. It's partly sacred and partly mundane. And see, that's where you can act up and want to act out more than anything, because it's the mundane. When you get addicted to the stimulus, addicted to living a certain sort of way, and then your soul is calling all of it, like itself back to itself. So it's your energy. It's your time. It's yours. And that's untwisted. It's yours in a beautiful way. It's not yours in a narcissistic way anymore, because that's literally why we have all these threads of narcissism running through the collective, because it is twisted. It's become wrong to love yourself. And because loving yourself means you're vain or you're getting, it's become your physical appearance and living in the programs. But that's not this, right? This is truly loving yourself. Through doing hard things, through discipline. It's like, it's not doing things that are not in your greater good and being disciplined. It's actually facing your fears. It's actually doing hard things. It's living in the negative and being real. And not running from pain, not running from your struggles, but using your pain and struggles to get you to where you're going with your truth. And it doesn't mean you stay there. And like, that's victim mode. That's victim mindset. And not also too, then just continuing to be on the phone with your loved ones, playing your victim stories over and over again so you stay stuck in them. You've called your energy back to yourself. This is a new story. But there is truth to this. This is hard truth, but it's real. It's authentic. And this is like this is like that do or die moment where it's like, you decide right now in this present moment, are you going for gold? Because you, like, this is the moment. This is the moment you've been training for. You've been training for that race. Now it's time to race it. How you racing it? You gonna go? Or you gonna not give it your all? It's time for you to give it your all and understand what that means. And it's not, don't go into a pathway where that just means hustle, hustle, hustle. And like, remember, there's time for rest honored here. There's time for nature honored here. There's solitude honored here. There's connection honored here. There's a pause. This is the feminine. And the feminine slows down. It makes time for intimacy and doesn't run from that. Remember, intimacy is not just in the bedroom. Intimacy is a lot of things. So, manifesting mindset. Ask your soul to speak to you. Listen to your heart and not your mind. Write list of your goals. Tune into your throat chakra. It's found at the base of the throat and is a beautiful sky blue color. It helps you to express yourself. What words are you speaking to yourself and to others? Because the element of air is unseen, and you can see more of it as your pineal gland activates. We've been trained to think, because it's invisible, that it doesn't matter. But the element of air is putting into formation just as well as the other elements. It's also the element that's been hacked through frequency. Like, this is all about frequency and vibration at the end of the day. And getting back in tune with yourself and your desires. And we got so deep into this, not last time we met up, but the time before. And what your desires are, because your desires are more than sexual. You're getting out of the program. What you've been trained to think are your desires. This is about your heart's desires, and there's innocence within here. And there's a connection to God within here, and life. And caring about all of life. All of it. The beautiful colors in the sky, the grass, the bugs, the trees, the dogs, the bees, like the mountains, the water, the air. This is all that and more. Okay, let's get some tarot. It's the most interesting weather where I live right now, guys. Like, I'm telling you, we have more mosquitoes now than we've ever had before. What am I doing with this? What's happening here? We have more mosquitoes than we ever have had before. We've had more rain than I can remember. I love talking about the weather. I don't, it's like, oh, that's so small-minded. No, whatever. I love talking about the sky. Any excuse to talk about the sky. I love talking about the sky, looking at the sky, painting the sky. There's still a cards that are flipped here. What the heck? We have... Let's get it straight. Okay. Just when I think I get it right and I still don't, like, on? What is this today? Wow. Wow. Okay. This has to do with the star, and I swear. Gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Okay. I don't know. Okay. There's a connection to the star in there. Yeah, there's star with the full moon that we just had. What the heck? Wow, okay. Yeah, the star. Okay. It's that full moon we just had. Connections were made. Connections were made. Spiritual connections. So there's an ending in the element of air. An official ending. Done. Done. Goodbye. With an activation of temperance. The moon is freeing your negative emotions. The moon is freeing your pain. Right now, it's like this situation that you're caught in is for purpose. It's like your pain is being pushed out of you. Literally. And as it's pushed out of you, you're in divine alchemy. With the positive and the negative. And there was a connection made at the full moon in Aquarius we just had. And now there's forward movement. But this is Knight of Pentacles. This is slow. It's not fast. With a manifestation now. So you've manifested something here. Yeah, literally, look, you manifested something here. Look at the Page of Pentacles. You're manifesting through the earth with the Page of Cups. Love. Creation. This is creating. You're creating right now. You're with the Creator creating. This is the path with the Holy Grail right here. And look, you got the cup. But it's your cup. This is going through that dark forest and receiving this cup. But the way to do it is the truth. You need your truth. And here you go. But remember, your truth is connected to frequency. It's a tune. But it's a harmony. And this officially goes into our next message. Because our next message with the celestial alignment is the Eight of Cups. And where we deeper get into what's happening here. Alright. I look forward to seeing you then. Until next time, you know I'm sending it to you. Good dog love vibes. Healing vibes. I'll see you then when we expand. Much love.